Good morning, friends. This is Renee from Little Village Homestead with a little short pantry chit chat for you and a little update as to how I've been doing this week and what all I did this week, considering. But I've done a lot. I'm going to show you. I've got my shelves, and beside of that, you'll see that all this. I'm going to show you. It's hard to explain. All this empty space here. This week my husband is going to put another set of shelves in between all this so that I have more room yet. So, but anyway, with that, I have been so busy. You'll see that I've got tomatoes. I got mushrooms, tomatoes, beets. I've got salsa. I've got chicken stock. I canned apple pie filling. Down here, I'll show you. Now, the mushrooms were last year's, but I did the tomatoes and the beets were this year's. The salsa's last year's. The chicken stock is this year. This week, actually, I did tomatoes, chicken stock, apple pie filling, and kidney beans and chicken all this week. So I've been busy. And was it a couple weeks ago, I got this chicken on sale, boneless, skinless chicken breast, and I got it on sale for $1.49 a pound, I believe. Anyway, you know, I wish I could get it 99 cents a pound, but you're not going to get this boneless, skinless, not up here anyway, not for that price. But anyway, when I canned it this year, I thought, you know what, I'm going to throw a little pepper in there, give it a little flavor. It's wonderful. It tastes wonderful. I've already tried some. And then I got, out of my little garden, I told you I had more beans. I'm giving them away out the back door, but I did dry some more of them. So I got some more dried stuff and my onion tops and all my little dried goods up there. And you'll see that whole top shelf is all dried stuff. It's corn and onion flakes. I dry the corn, I dry the onion flakes. I got mushrooms. I dry as much as I can, as well as can, you know, for preserving. And there's all my, you've seen that before, all my pasta stuff. And I did good with that. I stocked most of that up on a sale. 1 pound boxes of pasta for 79 cents a box. So I loaded up and I still got a couple extra underneath my one shelf. And there's more tomatoes that I did. And of course the shelf down below, the two shelves, that's stuff that I've had, you know, and that great big Augustin Farms vegetable stew mix, the dried veggies, this jar right here. My friend Angie from Angie's Pantry gave me that. And it's wonderful stuff. She does a lot of the dried stuff and the Thrive food and Tupperware. If you want Tupperware, that's where you go. She's wonderful. Anyway, so with that, I got my two little lonely jars of apple pie filling sitting over there. And then down in that shelf, I reorganized all that. And it's just the cereals and the coffees. And I got some boxed items down under there. It's real nice. And this shelf here is almost completely full. I don't have much more room to can. If you can see, I got a lot down there. And that's a lot of what's already on the shelves. It's just, you know, extra room for me. Usually when I rotate my shelves, I keep the newer stuff in there, the fresh, you know, this year's stuff in here, and then I'll move my last year's out here to the shelves to get used up first. But this year I've got some mixed and mangled because I've got just a few things left from last year. So, and that's all newer stuff in there. That's all this year's canning. That was pretty good. And I'm going to unhook my camera here a second and show you if I can get it unhooked. Sorry about that. I'm going to show you down here. I got, that's the chicken I did this week. I boiled it. I got it for 39 cents a pound. and I boiled it down, took the meat off the bones, no skin, no nothing, and I canned it up, and then I used the broth from boiling for my broth in it. It's wonderful. And then there's some of my overstock of kidney beans. I did like 60 pints of them this year. I think I'll have enough kidney beans for the next 3 years with the family. So with that, I've also got, let me move you around here, but this is just odds and ends up here on this shelf. My dummy jars of water. And they're good to have water in your pantry too for an emergency in case you run out. But a lot of times, those jars came from when I would have maybe 2 or 3 jars to run in my pressure canner. And I'd run a full load, so I'd do water. Those I call my dummy jars, but I also use them if I need to. And down under here, which you can't see too well, I was going to get my little light, but there's no need to. This is, I did a video on this. This is the vegetable soup that I canned. And I did a video on that. Also, I got my spices. And that's a little extra sugar I got there. But in my closet here, which you've never seen, and there's more pasta nests. I love those things. In my closet here, which I don't think I've ever showed you the inside of this because it's really small. This is where I've got all my pints of kidney beans. And I got a few quarts that are sticking over the top there. But these are deep shelves. They don't look like it in this video, but they are. They go back quite a ways. That one is just pans and a bag of cereal and some odds and ends in there. But this closet has all these shelves. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves down here. This one, I've got all my dehydrated sliced potatoes. Now, I don't dehydrate those myself. I buy those from the Amish store down the road from me. And I got a 20, I can only get them in 25-pound bags. That's the smallest I can get. So I buy a 25-pound bag. And it's like $60, but it lasts me like three and a half years. They last quite a long time. So I've got everything in this down here. I've never showed you in here. That's just little odds and ends. Some couple little pans and some lids and stuff. I usually keep that in there. These drawers here are just my towels, my kitchen towels, and my canning towels. And yes, I've got 2 drawers full with some batteries. I keep my batteries in there because my boys use them all up for their remotes, and then I never have any. And here, I'll show you this cute little drum. I love that little drum. Old-fashioned little drum. I got it at an estate sale, and it's full from the top to the bottom with canning rings. And plus, friends, I just went through my canning rings and I picked out some of the rusted ones because I don't like any of my canning rings to be rusty. I'll fling them out. I can't do that. So, but anyway, that's just a short little pantry chat. Show you what I've been doing. Show you how my pantry's looking. And I certainly hope that you guys are getting going on, you know, on your stocking your pantry for your winter. Because 'tis the season. I'm telling you. Get busy. Sales are coming up. Produce is out. Now it's pumpkin time. It's starting into fall. I want to can some pumpkin for pumpkin pies in the winter. I want to do some more apples. I would like to do some more apple pie filling. But this week's videos, I want to do a couple things. I want to do Homestead Tessie's baked bean recipe. I want to do that because I followed her recipe quite a while back. No, I shouldn't say quite a while back, but about 6 months ago, I think. I followed her recipe and did the baked beans. And let me tell you, friends, they didn't last but 2 months. My family devoured them, so I have to make more of them. And I thought, you know what? This is such a fantastic recipe that I'm going to share it with my channel. And for those of you who might want to try it, it is wonderful. Anyway, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the baked beans. The only difference is I'm going to use the Great Northern beans instead of the little navy beans. I like that better. And I'm going to show you how I do my baked apples, which is not your normal baked apple. I always have made the Hasselback baked apples, just like a Hasselback baked potato that's all sliced up. I love doing my baked apples that way because everything soaks right in, every little nook and cranny of that apple. So I'm going to do a video on those. And then I'm going to do, hopefully, it's not going to be a regular video that I've really ever done, but a friend of mine who's very, very wise to canning. She's canned over 50 years and she's preserved food. She's just quite the homesteader. She's wonderful, but she's very camera shy. So I'll never get her on camera, and it's too bad because let me tell you, she has got a whole world of information about canning and budgeting and stocking and doing, you know, different food preservation. So anyway, my friend is going to give us walnuts from her 5 walnut trees. So my friend and I, she's going to show me. I've never done walnuts, never dried walnuts. I have no idea what you do. And all she tells me is, oh, I just throw them all in the alley and I drive over them with my car. She says, I'll show you. So hopefully, I'm just praying that I can get that on video so you can see. I'm sure it's going to be hilarious. And we're going to have a ball doing this. But anyway, apparently she just takes and lays the walnuts out and runs over them back and forth until all the green comes off, and then she washes them off and then lays them out to dry. And these are black walnuts, and they're wonderful for baking and cooking, and we've got an abundance of them up here in northern Michigan. So anyway, with that, that's going to be a video. And I'll probably throw in a couple more odds and ends because I'm feeling pretty good today. So let's see how long that lasts. And we'll get this going. I'll get some more videos up. And again, thanks for watching. I've got to go to work. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you later.